great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First play's a run to Nwangwu.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Cousins. Incomplete.
You look at this Carolina defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw, Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Back deep is Boston Scott.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Now Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Dean Lowry.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Here we go, set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 30 now for 1st and 10.
An excellent job to finding the opening as he's got this all the way down to the 22.
Young looks to throw on first down.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The Panthers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Young on 3rd down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Garrett Wilson,
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
and the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But you look at this defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They told him all,
there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina.
Tank Bigsby with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll go Madison up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. A run for the first time with Myles Gaskin.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Here's Gaskin. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion right is Addison.
Go ahead. Hey, we're good. What's up?
They'll try to throw now. Cousins.
Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Cousins throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. Running on 1st down with Gaskin.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Cousins on 3rd and 2.
They get this out wide to Gaskin.
Touchdown! Myles Gaskin, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, a handoff. Nope, it's a reverse.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. It's Young on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
43 rail.
Now Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Young. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down.
Throw right side, Wilson.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. York able to send this one through.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Bigsby will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Second down, here's a run with Bigsby.
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown.
Take Bigsby
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Cousins to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. The York on now for the extra point.
And the lead is now an even 30.
Next to score, Panthers 37, Vikings 7.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The hot! Lucky 48! The hot!
Final play of the half, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one is pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards to pick up there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Another run by Bigsby.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
In motion right is Wilson.
Black Ultra. Drill green.
A play fake. Now Young. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's Madison running on first down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw is Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Vikings.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing is Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
All right, now here we go. Wait that.
They go play action. Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
They'll look to run with Nwangu.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Now Cousins going to change it up. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Good route there.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Now Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ready up.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Strike. Hey.
And Bigsby once more.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Young on 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Red, yellow. Fury, yellow. Set, go.
3rd and short yardage. Young.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
Fight, 60. Ready?
Now a handoff to Bigsby. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Sit, mega. Ready, ready.
On play action, Young rolling to his right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Okay.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Cut, cut.
They go play action. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Jonathan Mingo
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Panthers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On play action, Cousins sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Gun. Hey, can't.
Again, it's Cousins. first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. First down, here's Cousins. He'll buy some time right.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On second down, Cousins again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Ready?
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive.
Now he's loose again. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Carolina, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings,